Hello family, warmest welcome back again to the Lovystouch channel. So great to have you here once again. And today on the menu we have dry puff or dry Bofrot, however you call it. So it is just so simple and something so good to snack on any time of the. So please keep watching if you want to learn how to make this delicious snacks. For our ingredients, I do have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, sugar, nutmeg, yeast. I love to add some milk powder and butter and 1 egg and some evaporated milk. I will list all the exact amount in my description box, so please check it out. I begin by adding all the dry ingredients in my bowl, the milk powder, nutmeg, sugar, and my dry yeast as well, and I just give it a good mix. So that is the first step. Once it's mixed well, I just go ahead to add my butter. It's just 1 tablespoon of salted butter. That is why I didn't add salt here. So yeah, if you are adding an unsalted butter, you can add about 1 teaspoon of salt to it. It will give it a little, good flavor. And after that, I add my 1 whole egg to it and then mix it thoroughly with my hands. Okay, I just want all the ingredients to mix well together. So once that is mixed thoroughly, I just go ahead to add my evaporated milk bit by bit. This is the dry method of Bofrot. You do not want your dough to be so soft, so you have to really be careful about the liquids that you introduce into your flour. So yes, this is the consistency that I'm going for. And if you like, please use, if you have a machine, please use it, because it is really tough with the hand. It's almost like a whole workout. Okay. It's hard because you really have to mix it really well for it to mold together, and you do not want to over use your liquid here. So this is what I am going for. I added a little tiny bit of water to it, and then I just mix it thoroughly for it to all come together. Finally get all together and like it forms like this ball. Yes, at this stage it's really hard to work with, so all that you have to do, you try your best to knead it a little bit. Just try as much as you can to knead until you get that smooth dough. Okay, so once that is formed, you just go ahead to cover it and allow it to rest. This dough needs to rest on the counter for 5 to 7 minutes so that it loosens that stiffness that it had. So yeah, once it has rested, yes, it is good to go, and it's way easier to work with. So you clean your surface thoroughly and then put your dough right there, and yeah, you are about to mold your balls in smaller balls. And yeah, it is so simple at this stage. You cut them into the shapes that you want. I normally do this into 8 shapes and then cut them again. So at the end, I think I came up with about 24 pieces with this little dough. What to do is we're going to mold this into a small balls and allow it to rest. So you also have to mind how you're going to cut it, because it really will affect the outcome. If you cut them into bigger portions, you're going to get like gigantic Bofrot. After molding them, you're going to allow it to rest, and it's going to double in size. Okay, so you have to really mind how you're going to cut them. It's going to double in size, and when you're frying it, it's going to even get bigger. So the smaller you make them, the better. I continue to mold these into round balls, and my kids came along to help me with it because they love to do this. Yeah, it's fun. In their head they are helping, but they turn out to play with it, and it's fine. Sometimes you allow them to also come in the kitchen and do their thing. It's really my own way of telling them, hey, kitchen is fun. You can come in the kitchen and do something fun, and at the end of the day it will turn into a good food for you to consume. Okay, so it's all fun. So once I'm done doing all that, it turned out to be different shapes and forms. Yeah. It turned out to be lots of different shapes with their own thing, but it's always good to show them their results. This is what Jeremy did, and yeah, most definitely I'm going to give him that portion when it's done. That's his portion. So once everything is done, I'm just going ahead to cover it and let it rest for 2.5 hours. Yeah, it was cold, so it took a little bit time for it to rise. So once it's rising, I go ahead to put my oil in my saucepan. It's time for us to fry. So yeah, this needs a lot of oil during frying. You cannot use little oil to stir fry. We're not stir frying, we're deep frying. If you use a small amount of oil, it will happen that your Bofrot is going to absorb all the oil and it will soak right in, and it's not the best. And also, do not allow your oil to be super hot, because then it's going to burn on the outside but not really done in the inside. So please let your heat be on the medium. That's the best way to fry your puff, your dry puff. I think every puff you have to do the same thing, so that your end product does not end soaking all the oil up. Okay, so yeah, after a whole 10 minutes of frying, you need to turn and turn and turn these puff so that each side will beautifully cook. Look at that beautiful golden color. It's just so beautiful and so crunchy in the outside but super moist in the inside. So good. This turns out to be a little more heavier than the normal Bofrot, which it's quite lighter. So there you have it, family. So good and so amazing. Of course, I'm going to pair this. It was in the morning. I'm going to pair with my Hausa cocoa, and you cannot name a better pair, family. Early morning, so good. And look at how fluffy and dense in the inside. Not too heavy though, but it was so good. Look how beautiful it is looking. So yummy. If you are tired of the normal Bofrot, if it happens that you are tired or you want to try another version of Bofrot, this is definitely the one, family. It is really good and so flavorful. And what I love about this, there's not too much sugar needed here. So if you don't love your Bofrot because of the too much sugar content, please try this one and you're going to love it. Look how fluffy. Oh, it was so good with my Hausa cocoa, family. What's the best pair? And of course, this can also be enjoyed alone, all by itself. Absolutely, why not? You don't have to pair it with anything. You can absolutely enjoy it all by itself, because yes, it is that good. Yes, family. Guys, to the end, family, I hope you did enjoy this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if this is your first time here, please subscribe and join the family for new videos every week. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video.